You remember the conversation that we had last year, correct?
Yes.
What was it like being a part of that conversation?
I was grateful to kind of be in a space with individuals that had the willingness to share their perspectives from different backgrounds, different industries. It was great to hear some of their feedback on some pressing topics about things that were happening in the community. So it's grateful to be a part of that opportunity, be in that space, and be able to network and connect with those individuals.
Why is it important for people to come together and have conversations as simple as the one that we had?
It brings awareness. It allows us to stay connected. Sometimes we can get wrapped up in our just day-to-day roles and the expectations of what those roles look like, that sometimes we don't have the opportunity to sit down and have healthy dialogue. For me, I got to walk away and say, wait a minute, how can I look at this different? How can my perspective be different based off of this engagement that I just had? It allows us to connect with one another.
What happens if we don't create spaces for healthy dialogue?
We're unable to mobilize the resources that's around us, to have healthy social engagement, for us to have community without each other, and creating a space for us to be kind to one another, and understand when the things that are going around one another and how they affect each other. It just does not allow us to be successful and thrive.
You're an advocate for families with autism, and in particular, you advocate for young children that have autism. How did that come about, and how did that start?
Well, it started through my own lived experience, my own personal journey with having a child being diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. I am a founder of a nonprofit, Puzzle Mom. Puzzle Mom's mission is to empower minority mothers that have children diagnosed with autism, and connecting them to community resources, teaching them advocacy skills. For me, when navigating that diagnosis, there weren't things that I felt that I could culturally connect with. And I felt that that was very important when navigating that space.
After a big table conversation, what's one of the first things we can do to bring the conversation to life?
Once we are at the table and we're sharing our perspectives and we're creating this awareness, one of the things that we can do is be intentional. We can be intentional about how we take that conversation and put it into action to ensure that the community that we navigate every day is informed.
Thank you for being present today and sharing your story and being a part of the Big Table conversation.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you to the Columbus Foundation for creating a space for healthy dialogue.